Hey, this is Camo Guys, and I'm going to be doing a first impression review of the 2007 Ford Mustang GT. What I'm going to be trying to do with this, the Camo Guys channel lately, is make it more of into a everything channel. You know, rather than just guns and knives and all that fun stuff. More of an everything channel. I don't know, to basically do whatever I want. I haven't really seen too many of those channels. I'm going to see how it goes. And I'm just going to have fun with it. You know, just a hobby I can do. So, yeah. So, I bought this thing for about $10,000. It was actually a pretty good price for what condition it's in for a 2007 car. Nice and fast. It has these little side panel things on the windows here. It came with one on the back. That's why you can see these metal pieces here. I'm going to end up taking these metal pieces off. But yeah, there was a big one on the back here. It kind of looked cool, but I could see zero while backing up. Like, it was like somebody covered up 3/4, 2/3 of your window. You know, it was very, very difficult. And I have numerous little brothers and sisters, so that would not be good if I ran somebody's leg over. So yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to take these off. Maybe bring a knife to them, use some WD-40 or something. The exterior, we've got some nice silver paint here. Yeah, it's cool looking. I like the paint. Here's an antenna. Here's where the license plate is, the Mustang symbol. There's some lights and fog headlights. GT. So this is a 4.6 liter V8. It's got some power behind it. I love that. There's the GT symbol on the back there. This is a car that they tried to make look a little more retro style. You can tell with the steering wheel right here. It just looks pretty cool with that style they did. There are the gauges up there. Here's came with this, the Shaker 500 system, which, if you don't know, the Shaker 500 is just a standard, and then there's a Shaker 1000 system, which comes with a gigantic subwoofer in the trunk, but I do not have that one. So I've had this car for a week now, and it's been working really well so far. Yeah, really, really well. I mean, I'm loving it so far. It handles really well. The brakes are a lot better than the last car I was using, which I can't really compare anything to the last car I was driving because that was a 93 really old car. So, I'm not really going to compare to that. Here's the light, the headlights, and pull it to get those fog lights on. The vents. I mean, everything, and I've heard a lot of bad things about the interior of this car, but it's really not that bad. I mean, really. I mean, some stuff does kind of feel kind of plasticky, and this thing doesn't. I mean, it isn't that great, but it's not like, you know, it's not like it's falling apart. It's not like it's bad quality. So I'm not really going to complain about it too much. And here's what your field of view looks like. So this is basically what it's going to look like when you're in the driver's seat, right here. Yeah, with those back panels right there, your blind spot is a little bit covered up. So, you know, it's not that great. But for a muscle car, this has a pretty good field of view, I gotta say. So, The front seat has a, you can move up the front seat and stuff. These two. This button right here, if you can see, it kind of changes the hardness of the seat itself. So you can adjust that. This one will adjust how far your seat goes up. You can also adjust how high it is. And this will pull the seat forward, and so will this. So you can do it from the front and the back. And the other seat right here does also. It's just it doesn't have the mechanical things to move it up and down, all that fancy stuff. So these seats back here do fold forward if you want to have a lot of a bigger trunk. The front seats have quite a bit of room, but the back, I've got to say, back is pretty comfortable. All the seats are really comfortable and everything like that, but look at this. My legs are kind of squished in here, and that's the driver's seat at normal, where I normally keep it. It's not like I'm super tall. I'm only like 6 foot, so, yeah, not a lot of room back here. Unless you're really short or really skinny, then might be okay. But if you got someone really tall in the front seat above you, then you're out of luck. And the middle here, got some stuff in there. Has quite a bit of room in here. Yeah, this glove box right here doesn't have a whole bunch of room. But this in here, I was surprised by how much room this has compared to the other holding places. Because there's a glove box, which is really small. There's these side things right here, which are really small. And there's really nothing up here or up front or anything. So, yeah. And then you can also, I don't know if you can see that, but you can also turn the passenger airbag off right there. And then there's some traction control. And yeah, you got CD, all that fun stuff. Which I'm going to end up modding this car once I have enough money to. I'm going to put a Bluetooth stereo thing up here. I'm probably going to get a cold air intake and an exhaust system. So I'm going to plan on doing that in the future. And later I will do an update video for this after I've had it for a while, because this is just a first impressions review of this car. So I'll do an update later. And the windows do roll up and down by themselves a tiny bit when you open and close the door, just to make it easier to get in and out. Like, watch it, ready? So yeah, it kind of does that. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pop the hood here, if I can find the button. Oh, it's difficult with one hand. So here's the engine. Pretty nice looking engine. Let me hold the thing up real quick. There we go. Alright. Yeah, pretty nice engine. Here's the normal that box air and ow, I just hit my head on that thing. Okay, that's painful. Alright, back to this. This is the stock box air intake that it came with. Yeah, just normal. Here's where it pulls all the air out from, right there. Yeah, that's what I want to get replaced with the air filter, the cold air intake. It's got some pretty big headers. Here's the I don't know what I'm trying to say anymore. You can see all 8 cylinders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see which oil it takes. 5W20. And this battery was actually having some problems when we first bought it. But, you know, I thought, you know, I can get it replaced if I need to. It's not going to cost that much. But it's actually ran really well, and now the gauge inside the car says that it's like more than halfway charged. So I'm not sure what's up with that, but I don't think it's anything the car's problem. Here's the compartment for all the electrical stuff that I can't remember the name of because I'm stupid like that. Kind of cool. Here's just the whole engine, what it kind of looks like. Pretty cool looking engine. So I'm not sure if I'm exactly correct on this or not, but when I bought this, it only came with the 2 normal keys, and it didn't come with you know, one of the button openers. So I don't know if you can open the trunk with one of the button openers or not. But so far the only way for me to open the trunk is with the key. So there's no button on the inside or anything. And I've got my emergency stuff here. So it's, you know, for a car like this, it's pretty spacious on the inside, or for the trunk. So if you had the Shaker 1000, this whole side right here would have been taken up by a big subwoofer. And I wouldn't really use it a whole bunch. I mean, I would, but, you know, I wouldn't. And there's also a spare tire under this big mat here. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And so here's the stock exhaust. This one. There's the other. Planning on replacing those with like a Flowmaster or something like that eventually in the future. And here are the tire rims, which have that cool design to them too, like the 60s Mustang design. These headlights work pretty well. I mean, they're nice and bright. And there's these, I'm not sure actually which one is the normal, which one are the fog lights, but I haven't really used the fog lights. But, I mean, I just love that look right there. The design from up front, the quadruple headlights right there. Oh. Mwah. And then here's the look from the rear. As I said, I'm going to get those weird metal things off sometime because I took that rear panel off. So here's kind of what it looks like from the rear. Looks pretty cool. I just love the front look with those headlights and that design. It just, oh, it looks so cool. Here's what it looks like with that back panel on. I know it looks pretty cool, but you know, I gotta give up the cool extra part of it for safety. I just got this car. I really don't want to hit it up against something. I mean, that would end a lot of happiness for me. Here's what it looks like from the back. There's that. And then when you're looking backwards, I mean, you can't really see a whole bunch. I mean, you know, imagine trying to back up like that. That's very difficult. So I just wanted to show you that real quick. Alright, I'm going to do some startup and engine rev noise right now, and then we can take it out for a quick drive. Alright, now the driving part of this car is pretty good. I mean, it handles really well. It's got great acceleration. It's just the gas pedal takes about a week to get used to. I've just gotten used to it. It's really weird. The pedal's like, you barely press on it, like at the stop sign you'll go really slow, really slow, really slow, really slow, slow fast! So it's pretty difficult. But once you get a hang of it, it's not really too hard. Just going to drive on some back roads back here. Can do an acceleration test soon. The braking isn't that great, but I have to say that it's not bad though. It's good braking. The air conditioner and heater work really well. The handling is awesome. Looks cool, and it just feels great to drive. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. Especially since I've only had it a week, I'm still in that awe part of owning a Mustang. Like, I own this. How? I feel like it's one of those commercial Mustangs that you'd see on a commercial, and it's really cool. Just the fact of owning a muscle car, a Mustang, is real cool. Real fun! Oh crap. Come back to Papa. So here's what it looks like from the driver position driving. Gauges and all that fun stuff. Here's probably more what it looks like. That's pretty good, man. It's got good acceleration, man. Wow. Okay. That's one thing that will put a smile on your face. It's not super fast, but you know, once I mod it some, it'll be pretty good. I don't know. I love this car. It's beautiful. So yeah, I just really love this car's sound. I mean, that's one of the coolest things about this V8. It just sounds so good. Especially once you hit the gas a little bit, you let it, get up to 50 miles an hour, 55, 60. That's when it starts really sounding good. This is just a stock exhaust system, I really want to put a Flowmaster on it, and that'll just make it sound like 2 times better, and I'm so excited for that. So thanks for watching this first impressions review of the 2007 Mustang GT. I know it wasn't super detail and depth, but it was. I just try to cover the basics, do all that. I'll do a review a while later. A more detailed review, of not. I've only had this thing for a week, so something a little more detailed, something a little, where I've had it longer and where I can tell you more about it than just the basics. So, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on the Camo Guys.